rooms today, which is the four-way speech contest. At this time, I'm going to call Laura Schweitzer up to come and lead us in the opening prayer. I think, there we go.
Let us pray. Heavenly Father, thank you for this day. Thank you for this time together. I ask that you bless all that are here today. Give the ones that are giving a speech just a calmness and your presence be over them. Bless all those that are here. Bless the food that was prepared and the hands that helped prepare it. Go with us and guide us as we work to make a difference in Thomasville. In your name we pray. Amen.
If you'll join me in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Tom! Let's do it. Didn't even need to change the picture.
As we salute the flag, let's sing You're a Grand Old Flag.
Sergeant at Arms Joseph, do we have any visiting Rotarians?
Mr. President, we have no visiting Rotarians.
We've got lots of visitors we'll introduce later for the contest. Corey, you've got a visitor.
Yes, we have Connor Silvers here today. He is a local guy who is now at Farm Bureau, and he's been moved into town. He grew up here, and he's interested in Rotary.
Awesome, welcome, Connor. Somebody's got to play.
Dr. Quincy Williams from Thomas City Schools. I'm sure he's here to hear some special people as well today, but glad to have him.
Glad to have you, Dr. Williams. Anybody else? Okay. A couple brief announcements. I know everybody read the email that Kim sent out, but if you did, just to reiterate, the file that Mary Jane had put in there, that she and Mark get ready to move further east. They're having a little thing at their house. If I can read it. Sorry. 22nd. No, I didn't see it. It is, yeah. It's small. Saturday, February 22nd, 5 o'clock until at their house. Just to spread some cheer and say until next time. Still looking for people. There are Rotary scholarships available if anybody wants to do the Leadership Davidson County. We would like to have somebody from Rotary do that. So see Kim or Hope or myself if you're interested in doing that on behalf of Rotary. And then Oyster Roast for United Way. Christy had asked me to announce that last time, February 22nd at Colonial. Tickets are available. Should be a lot of fun. And I've already bought tickets. I'm buying more apparently for the pancake breakfast at Memorial. Dave, are you still selling tickets?
I am.
You are still selling tickets, okay. Pancake supper, $7, or if you're like me and a child under 6, you get to eat for free. So even though I bought tickets, I'll get to eat for free, I guess, and make my kids pay. All right. Other announcements?
So, everybody needs to go to Dave James at 5 o'clock and turn right around and go to the oyster roast.
Yes, because it's right there. In fact, we'll go from 5 to 6 at Mary Jane's, walk over to the club.
And, everything's been done in Lexington. This is Thomasville's time to shine, so everybody needs to put next special ed patrol meeting.
That's
Yes,
right.
this event is by request, because my team of 3, including myself, said no new events. But we had a lot of calls from folks that had come to the Lake East Oyster Roast that used some money for the last 2 years, and they said, we want this in Thomasville. So we are delivering, we sold over 110 tickets so far. We have 2 reserved tables left, which is like on-air seating. There will be oyster shucking tables outside, but obviously indoor seating. Washington Crab is the deal. They're out of Little Washington. They're featured in Our State Magazine. They come all the way from Little Washington and set up. So it's very, very fresh seafood. We love to see it. Quickly did want to say a thank you to all of you for how you supported United Way last year. As you know, fundraising is not easy, and there's a lot of important nonprofits in our community. I love our model because we are providing 24 grants this year to the tune of $863,000 to local nonprofits and thank you for your support. So thank you so very much.
Other announcements? Larry and then Phil.
The blood drive is coming up on February the 20th, and we have lots of opportunities to give. So, from 1:30 to 6 at Memorial.
Is there a minimum age to donate?
I think it is, but
16. 16 is the minimum age to donate. We have visitors though, Phil. Yeah. Phil, were you waving the white flag of surrender, or did you have an announcement? Okay.
I just want to say something about the March Rock Quartet coming in next week. They won several awards around the country. Sound Council is their name. And I know Kim had a note and attachment on, in addition to the program that was sent out this morning. But it's going to be really nice. I mean, you like they kind of did it, we done it before, and everybody loved it. And it's going to be great. So bring your girlfriends, your wives, your significant others, anybody that you want to come, even or whatever. You know what I mean? Have a full house. It's going to be great.
Bring your girlfriend and your wife. A little concerned, Phil. All right. Other announcements? Heather and Kim.
So we got.
Here's the microphone.
Oh, yeah, I said to do this. So the Kentucky Derby is upon us soon, and we had a meeting about it the other day, and Hope and Kim thought we should put it to a vote to the club. Usually it's held at the country club, and we thought, what if we changed it up this year and had it here? So we're doing a club vote on it. So I guess just show of hands. Yes. We kind of, Steve said he would open up all the rooms to us here. That room would be the silent auction room. That room over there would be the dancing and DJ, kind of in that area. And this room back here would be the food. And then I figured we'd have 2 check-ins and possibly 2 bars. Yeah. So show of hands for the country club. Show of hands for here. Yes. She's excited.
Yeah, one of the reasons that for the venues, we do a lot of stuff here, it's nicer. Yes. But the other thing is we have more control of the menu.
Yes, we do. I've got y'all good.
I mean, that should come from
plan. Anyone's not here, there ain't see we're gonna have y'all do menu. Thank y'all.
Kentucky fried chicken, or will it be regular fried chicken?
Like a brisket and some mac and cheese.
Perfect. Rather informal, but I think they wanted to make sure that the club was okay at that, just because it's been a long time at Colonial, and just make sure everybody's well aware. And the reason being is menu options and flexibility, and obviously thanks to Steve for opening up the club for us. One other thing I'm standing here staring at, like cool, the book drive. Thanks to all who were able to help with the book giveaway at Liberty Drive. There's a couple thank you notes up here, so come by and check those out. That means a lot. I wasn't able to be there. I was able to pick up the flu after Rotary last week, so not able to be there. But thanks to everybody who was able to help out. All right, split the pot. Cindy, is this is your first time doing split the pot today?
It is.
Easy way to start.
Okay, so we have 48 cards. We collected $55 today, and that puts our total at $351.
This is not gambling for those visitors. This is not gambling. This is basically like a reverse raffle. They have to select the queen of hearts after their number is called. So multiple things you have to do to win here. A lot of skills.
Okay, the number is 337443.
443. Not big enough. All right. So like I said, one of my favorite times of year, all the programs we've done have been really neat. I always enjoy things, coming from an educational background. It's always cool to see things involving the school systems from my perspective. And Christian really heads this up and communicates with the schools and with the students involved. And he's out of town and couldn't be here today, but I'm up in charge, so we'll move right along with it. So today is the four-way speech contest. We've got 3 all-star judges. All-star, hand-picked judges, Paul Mitchell, Judy Jans, and Sam Barefoot. They have done this today. So I don't know how many times they've done it, but I know Sam has done it several times as a judge, so we appreciate that. And Judy and Paul, thank you for filling it out. And so at this time, without further ado, the 3 participants we've got today, we've got Shelby Woodrum from East Davidson High School, Micah Pennick from the Early College, and John Bass from Thomasville High School. So I'm going to start by calling up Shelby Woodrum. And Shelby, as each of you come up, if you'll give your name before you start, and then introduce the folks that are here with you, we would appreciate it.
Hello everyone, my name is Shelby and I'm from East Davidson High School. Today I have my mom and principal with me, Miss Jennifer Woodrum, and I have my advisor for Rotary, Miss Hiller. So, good afternoon.
Oh, time out. The slide is advanced. I looked at it. No penalty.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's a true privilege to be here today, among people who believe in the power of positive action, the importance of ethical leadership, and the value of service to others. The theme of my speech today is mind over matter, a concept that speaks not only to resilience of the human spirit, but also to the power of making conscious ethical decisions that can change lives and build a better world. We as members and participants in Rotary and its ideals are no strangers to challenges. The road to making a real difference is often paved with obstacles, be it in our local communities or on the global stage. Whether it's addressing global health crises, providing access to clean water, or fighting for education for all, the work we do often requires us to confront significant challenges. But through it all, we have learned one key lesson: mind over matters. That is the ability to rise above difficulties and focus on what truly matters. Empowerment, compassion, and ethical action. The foundation of this mindset lies in the four-way test, a simple yet powerful framework that has guided Rotarians in making decisions for nearly a century. This test asks us four critical questions. Is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendship? And will it be beneficial to all concerned? In many ways, the four-way test is the very embodiment of mind over matter. It challenges us to make decisions grounded in truth, fairness, goodwill, in ensuring that every action we take is for the benefit of others, not just for ourselves. And the beauty of this test is that it's simple enough for anyone to apply, yet profound enough to guide us through the toughest decisions. First, is it the truth? Truth is the bedrock of every meaningful endeavor. We know that honesty in our actions, our words, is the foundation of trust. Without trust, there can be no real change, no true progress. When we choose to act with integrity, when we pursue projects and initiatives based on truth, we ensure that the work we do is genuine, transparent, and effective. Second, is it fair to all concerned? The second question asks us to consider fairness. It challenges us to take a step back and think beyond our own immediate interests, to think about how our actions affect everyone involved. Fairness isn't just about equality, it's about equity. It's about recognizing the diverse needs of individuals and communities and making sure that we're providing opportunities for all, especially those who are most vulnerable. The work we do is a reminder that service is not about giving based on what's easiest or most convenient. It's about giving based on what's most needed. Third, will it build goodwill and better friendships? Rotary isn't just about projects, it's about people. It's about forging lasting friendships, building partnerships, and creating connections that transcend borders. This third question reminds us that the true value of our work lies not in just what we accomplish, but in the relationships we build along the way. As we serve together, we share our unique perspectives and our diverse ideas. Finally, will it be beneficial to all concerned? This last question asks us to take a step back and reflect on the broader impact of our actions. It challenges us to think beyond the immediate and ask ourselves if what we're doing will not only have a positive and lasting effect, not for those directly involved, but to everyone around. Every service project, every initiative, every conversation, and every decision we should make should aim to benefit the greater good of everyone. The four-way test is a guide, one that helps us stay true to our values and reminds us that the mind, guided by ethical principles, can overcome any matter or obstacle in its way. Rotary teaches us that we don't need to wait for change to come. By applying the four-way test in our lives, we become the change. Every time we ask ourselves these four questions, we choose to act in a way that reflects our highest ideals. Every time we act with truth, fairness, goodwill, and benefit for all, we are contributing to the creation of a world that is more compassionate, more just, and more unified. As we look ahead, let's continue to embody the spirit of mind over matter. Let us remain steadfast in our commitment to service, and let us apply the four-way test in every decision we make, big or small. The world is in need of more ethical leaders, more compassionate change makers, and more people willing to make a difference. Together through mind and matter, we will continue to build a brighter, more sustainable future. Thank you, everyone.
All right, next is Micah Penix from the Early College. Micah?
Hello, my name is Micah Penix. Here today I have my mom, Shalana Penix, and my school counselor, Ms. Tedder. Good afternoon to the club representatives, officials, fellow participants, and other attendees. My topic for today is, how does the four-way test help young people in their daily lives in making ethical decisions? The four-way test consists of four questions. Is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendships? And will it be beneficial to all concerned? The four-way test isn't just about any situation. The youth aren't always in charge of the situation. This test is about how we should respond, about what we should do when we can't be in charge. There are many others in this room that will be talking about the same text. You may have heard or will hear the same topic over and over again. But what makes them all different is the experiences and the way we all understand and interpret it. This is the way I understand the four-way test. As a teenager, you are always the brightest. You haven't lived your life long enough to understand that some of the decisions you make aren't exactly, well, ethical. The 4-way test helps you to actually think before making your decisions. It will help you to analyze what you're about to do or say before you act on it. The first question of the 4-way test is it the truth? This question is very loose. It can have many different meanings. So let's dig a little further into it. Is the rumor that you're spreading true? Is the lie you told your teacher about why you don't have your homework true? Did your dog really eat your homework, or did you just not do it? When you ask yourself these questions, you answer them. Is it really true? Yes or no? You usually know the answer, but are you willing to face the consequences of this lie? Are you willing to lose something that you've got? These are questions that you should be asking yourself before you make your decisions. Why are you doing this? Why are you telling this lie? Is it really necessary lie to tell? If you ask yourself these questions, you may feel a sense of remorse or fear for remorse. I personally think this is the most important question of the 4-way test because it helps teens and other upcoming adults to learn that not only is honesty right, but it will be beneficial for you in the long run. The next question of the 4-way test is it fair to all concerned? The way I interpret this question is everyone in this situation getting the same treatment? The dictionary definition of the word fair is it impartial and just without favoritism or discrimination? Fair doesn't just mean that everyone is benefited. It means that everyone is equal. If things are fair, it could mean that the situation is detrimental to everyone, or it could mean that everyone is being benefited. This helps adolescents make decisions because it helps them to understand the fact that fair isn't necessarily concrete. It helps them understand that fair isn't always just a good thing. Many people, even adults, don't understand what fair actually is. So this is a very important point to look at. So if it is fair to all concerned, then youth will think about whether they are treating everyone equally. You can't just speak about equality without actually understanding and involving yourself in it. Many youth and adults don't understand that equality is for everything, not just for big cases. This question of the 4-way test really helps youth be more aware. It helps us be aware of others' feelings and our own moral codes. The third question of the 4-way test is, will it build goodwill and better friendships? This question has a deeper meaning than you may think. This question doesn't just mean, will it improve your friendships, but it means, will it diminish your friendships? Will this actually cause you to lose friendships? To test this question, you would ask yourself, will this make your friends ask themselves things like, do they even care about me? Do they treat others like this too? I personally would not want my friends to ask these questions when they think about me. I've been on both sides of the bargain. I've experienced others asking these questions about me, and I've also found myself asking the same questions about others as well. In any situation where you would need to ask yourself the question, will it build goodwill and better friendships? You aren't always asking this question in order to actually build better friendships. Sometimes we may want the opposite of that. We may want this situation to end friendship. But whichever it may be, the same questions still stand. The person on the other end of the bargain is most likely going to be asking themselves those same anxious questions. This is a thing called overthinking, and no matter how severe the situation is, it will most likely happen on both sides of the bargain. This being said, this question of the 4-way test is going to help teens put themselves in others' shoes to understand their point of view. This will help teens and other upcoming adults build healthy friendships and disband unhealthy ones. The last question of the 4-way test is, will it be beneficial to all concerned? At first glance, you would think this is the easiest question of them all. But when we look back at the second question, is it fair to all concerned, it gets a bit more confusing. The two questions are very similar. There's only a one-word difference, fair and beneficial. Earlier, I talked about the meaning of fair. This is where that ties in even more. We all know that fair means equal, right? Okay, well, beneficial does not mean equal. The dictionary definition of the beneficial is favorable or advantageous resulting in good. In other words, beneficial is when the situation results in a positive outcome. So regarding the specific question of the 4-way test, will it be beneficial to all concerned? Everyone in the situation should be benefited. Nobody is detrimented. So they're a bit different in those terms. But if everyone is being benefited, everyone is happy in the end, or hopefully. Not everyone is going to be happy with their benefit. Even though it is a positive outcome, it isn't always a positive feeling to go with it for everyone. Sometimes what others think benefit isn't always benefit in our eyes. So in my opinion, the point of this question is to ask, is the situation beneficial for everyone in your own eyes, in your own perspective? This question helps teens and other upcoming adults understand that your perspective is different than everyone else's. We're entitled to your own opinions, but it's important to look through others' eyes and see what they see as well. Even if everyone is looking at the same canvas, everyone has their own different ideas of what to paint. In conclusion, the 4-way test goes so much deeper than you think at first glance. It goes so much farther into each person, and you have to look at every small little detail to see how you interpret it. It immensely helps teens and other adolescents to find their own perspectives of life, and to figure out how to maintain emotionally healthy relationships with others. I feel as though this test not only incredibly help teens, but it can also help adults in their daily lives as well. I believe the 4-way test can and will help everyone have an emotionally successful life. Thank you all so much for this opportunity, and good luck to all other participants. Thank you.
Shelby, John, pronounce your last name.
John Vasquez.
John Vasquez from Thomasville.
Good morning, everyone. My name is John Vasquez from Thomasville High School. Today I'm here with Mr. Wilder, Ms. Roberts, and Ms. Witherspoon. I would like to start off my speech by giving you all the big thanks for giving me the opportunity to be here with you all today. The objective of my speech is to make sure that everyone has interest in work and at school or at any other public or private locations that offers any sort of human services using the 4-way test for your questions. Number 1, the truth. In truth, what exactly is the big issue in today's everyday life at school or at work? Some might say homework, others may say little pay, but the truth is more straightforward than it seems. I believe that the main issue that we face as a country today is the lack of motivation at school and at work. I see it happen every day, ever since I was in school. My classmates would always say, I hate school. Some would also say, I hate my job. People always complain about how much they hate the way their life ended up. I believe there is a way to change that. As the leader of the new generation, it is up to me and my peers to show that we won't be deterred anymore by the lack of motivation. The road is changing. There must be new innovative ideas to make people happy at school and at work. To me, the lack of new ideas is what's making people hate school and work, since there really hasn't been much change. Yeah, we have had new technologies, and it does help us at work and at school, but we need to be more innovative and more creative. We cannot let our passion for our school and environments die down. It's not fair to the newer generations who are being born in a world where hating school and your job is normal. I believe that it is time to break the cycle of hate and the lack of motivation. Right now it's time for change. We must change the way we see school and work together. I believe that if we change the way people see school and workplaces, we will be able to be more closer than a country. For example, if you know you're going somewhere where you don't want to be at, chances are you most likely aren't going to want to talk to everybody. Also, chances are that you will not provide your best work. It's the lack of motivation that leads to places like school and work becoming a nightmare for some individuals. If we stop the cycle and make school and workplaces more vibrant, I believe that as humans we will become closer and united. It will bring about new friendships. Let me give you another example to elaborate on what I just said. If you're working at a place where you feel happy and not stressed, you're going to want to talk to your coworkers. Even the smallest little things you do can change the way others see us. For example, telling a coworker, "Good morning, I like your hair, I like your shirt." It's the little things like that that make us seem more happy. When people are happy and in a good mood, you naturally want to spread that good from within with as many people as you can. This all brings me to the last quote of my speech. Will it be beneficial to break the cycle of hate to all of us as a nation? I believe that we can all overcome any obstacle with the power of friendship and positivity. In other words, I'm saying that to be successful, you must help each other in any way that you can. To make friends, you must be friendly. I can say with utmost confidence that breaking the cycle of hatred at workplaces and at school will change the nation for the better, not just for personal gain. In conclusion, I truly believe that if we stop looking on the bad side of things and start looking on the bright side of things, our nation will grow and prosper. As a presenter, I want to symbolize the change that I speak about. As a leader of the present day, I want people to change for good. And thank you everybody for being here and listening to my speech.
We'll give the judges a few minutes to kind of put their thoughts together, and then I'll go back with them. I think it's always so cool to hear what the young leaders of today have to say about the four-way speech and or the four-way test. And I know that every week I try and challenge us to go out and do something and really focus on it. But I do have a question for each of the three of you, and the question is, looking at is it the truth? Would you rather be here or in class right now? You gotta give the truth on that, though. So we are so excited to have you all here. It's always so cool to see people come through every year. We wish you all the best of luck and everything going forward. Shelby, you want to, while they step out for a second, Shelby, I'm going to call back up here for just a second. She shared something with me that's super cool. So I'm going to let her talk for just a second.
Well, hello again, everyone. As some of you of you know, this is my third year in this competition, and every time I come back to this Rotary Club, everyone here makes it such a special experience. And over last summer, the summer of 2024, I got sent to the Rotarian Youth Leadership Awards by this Rotary Club. And I just wanted to thank everyone in here for sending me to that, because that has truly created a new version of me that I didn't think was possible, and it has sparked a new initiation inside of me, and that wouldn't have been possible without you guys. So I just want to say thank you so much for sending me there. It means a lot.
Yeah, so John and Micah, one of the cool things is that there's a Rotary Youth Leadership that we can send students to and do scholarships for, and always trying to send students there. So if that's something you're interested in, those applications, do you know when those are coming about?
I do not know when, and I don't think they have stated which week this summer it will be. It is typically like 1 week toward the end of June or toward the beginning of July. If I'm not mistaken, you have to be a rising junior or a rising senior for next year to be eligible. And it is an amazing experience, and thank you so much for speaking to that, because we have had so many students come back over the years and tell us what a difference it made, because they teach you the things at Rotary Youth Leadership that you learn in life, maybe on a delayed basis, but you don't learn in school. So all the students and the administrators that are with your school, please know that this is something our Rotary Club sends at least one student to each year, sometimes more. But reach out to David Snap or somebody else in Rotary if you want to learn more.
Yeah, it's definitely a really cool experience. I would also encourage you, one of the things that we also do too, and I'm glad that there's leaders from the schools here as well, is interact clubs or Rotaract clubs of having involvement at the school. So if you don't have a club at the school, we would encourage you to get with us and make sure that we can get that started. Because the things that we see in the youth that come through the speech contest and through RILA is so cool to see, and just to be able to continue what goes on at Rotary. So you all are always welcome back as guests of mine or members of the board at any time. So we welcome you all back. So how are we about ready? Paul or Sam or Judy? Paul was an attorney. This is like a liberating. Back in the judge's chambers, just taking their time. Meanwhile, I'm up here left to sweat. Are we sure there's no other announcements?
What grade are they in?
Oh yeah, what grade, Shelby?
Oh, I'm in 11th grade
Okay.
right now, and I want to go into forensics and go to Western Carolina University.
Yes, cat
Major in forensics and minor in psychology.
So you can talk to Christy about that if you went to Western. Michael, what about you?
I'm in 9th grade. I want to go into acting, and I want to go to Juilliard.
Very cool. Do you do plays now? Very cool. And are you dual enrollment right now?
Yes.
Okay. So so early college and where?
DCC.
Cool. In 9th grade, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey everyone, I'm a junior at Thomasville High School, and after high school I plan on becoming a human resource manager, and I plan on going to the Johnson Wales University for a major in human management.
Cool. All right. All right.
It'll make us feel better about it. That's what our table was talking about. They are very.
I know, if you saw in the announcements, there's a lot of, we know there's a lot of February birthdays. And we're only going up in age. All right.
I'm in one right now. I'm in spring. I need to see this.
So the music was way different than the show. And I'm the lazy one follower, so I used
This is also so there's a musical at Lexington.
Do you want this back? All right, we're ready for the results here. I feel like we need that music from like the Academy Awards or something for people. All right, so we do have, so obviously the winner gets to go on to the district level and represent a club. So we wish you the best of luck. And if that is not the case for you, then again, you're welcome back at Rotary anytime. This is such a cool opportunity to get to come and hang out. This is a great group of friends that love and care about each other here. So we welcome you into the Rotary family anytime if you're available. And the judges said this, and we'll probably all agree. All three speeches were really cool to hear because it's so fascinating to hear different perspectives from life examples, from ages, from different backgrounds, and what the youth perceive as a fair and balanced society around them. And I think that's what always, when I was doing judging, was so tough to see, is everybody's perspective is different. And so this is such a cool venue to be able to display your craft and share your personal experiences, so we appreciate that. Without further ado, and recipient of a $50 Visa gift card here is Micah Penitz from Early College. In second place, and this is for a $150 Visa gift card, put it to good use for something for yourself or your family. This is for John Vasquez from Thomasville. And in first place, and $250 gift card, and we expect strong representation now. You're representing Thomasville and the club, and we only produce winners, by the way. But we wish you all the best of luck. Shelby Woodrum from Thomasville. All three participants around the applause. All right, so we've come to the end of the meeting now, and this is where you get to put it into action, and we'll all stand if you'll join me in the four-way test.
Pictures of the winners.
Yes, pictures of the where do you want them afterwards, Kimmy?
I don't pick it in front of the four-way.
In front, so all three participants over by the four-way test flag after we dismiss here. But again, I want to thank all of our guests that came to join us today. Participants, congratulations. We'll keep you in our prayers as we go forward, but it means a lot that you were here to join us today. And again, you're welcome back anytime, and adults as well. But as we go out and we leave here today, we have a lot of things, whether it's work or school or family or all sorts of things we'll come across and interact with just a variety of people. I want us to ask ourselves these things when we do those. First, is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendships? Will it be beneficial to all concerned?
Okay, see you.